Going on, my good people? I had some on my mind. I wanted to talk about it. I was like, man, let me get on here and talk about it real quick. Either way, it's dark because you're not supposed to be paying attention to my face. You're supposed to be paying attention to the message. So, my son just moved out, and I'm happy as a man because now he get to learn on his own what I learned, knowing the cost of everything. You get to know the cost of everything. I say, oh, when I see you at the end of this lease, you gonna know the cost of everything. You're gonna know what everything costs. You're gonna know what toilet paper costs. You're gonna know what pots and pans cost. You know, spoons cost, forks, all types of stuff. Cereal, milk. You're gonna know what everything costs. Want to buy a chair? That's gonna cost you something. You want internet? It's gonna cost you something. Everything costs. You like, oh, the rent is just this. Everything else costs something. Got to know the cost. And that's the thing. That's when you go from like being a kid. For me, staying at the mom and dad's house, you a kid to me. Especially if you not on your own can cover whatever rent you staying in. You a kid to me. So he stayed here. To me, you still a kid. You come home, you still gotta respect my house. You know, my house gotta move a certain way. You can't just act how you want up in here. And so when you move out on your own, it's a big step to me. It's just like stay your independence. I'm putting my name on a lease. That's a big step. And I feel, especially for men, I ain't addressing this to no woman. Um, Men should eventually move out and understand the cost of things. You know, when I learned I was a real adult, when I was in the military, and my mama used to buy all my toiletries. And when I got to the military, you know, when you get to your permanent duty station, man, you kind of like on your own. Like your housing paid for and all your little stuff paid for. You got to go get your toiletries and stuff. So, yeah, man, your boy didn't buy no toilet paper. It was time to do that number two. And when I looked over, I said, oh, got to take a shower. Yeah, that's when I learned I was an adult. I was in charge of my own toilet paper now. I'm in charge of my toilet paper now. That was when I first knew the cost of things. Oh, I got to go buy toilet paper for myself. Oh, I got to go buy a toothpaste and a toothbrush for myself. I got to go buy all this stuff for myself. And so I'm proud of myself moving up out of here. Like, get on. This my castle here, bud. My house, it's a tight ship around here. So it just can't act. I mean, I know you grown in age, but in my house, you a kid. And so I like it, man. I like it because now you get to learn the cost. You get to pay your own rent. You pay your own rent. You gotta, oh man, we need some dishwashing detergent, man. Dishwashing detergent, stuff you don't even think about as a kid. You gotta think about everything when it's your show. People learn this when they become business owners. They know the cost of everything. They be like, hey man, we gotta move by the budget this week. It's kind of tight, knowing the cost of things. It's important because you can run a tight ship yourself. And what you should in these things, you should have a tight budget. That's what I'm working on getting my life together on, my budget, and staying within the budget. So, anyways, I just want to share a story, man, about knowing the cost of things, um, even knowing the cost of saying the right things at the right time or saying the right things at the wrong time. Like knowing the cost of saying the wrong thing about your mouth to your spouse. And now what you said, they ain't never really forgot what you said. They, oh boy. Knowing the cost of opening your mouth and saying something that might, your hind tail might not be able to cash this one. So anyways, I just wanted to get on, man. Pop on real quick. Um, but yeah, knowing the cost of things, man. Knowing that some things could cost if I cheat on my wife, what could they some people like what could possibly go wrong? A whole bunch. You can get extorted by the woman that you choose, like, oh well, you gotta pay me 50,000. Now you out here looking crazy. No, you knowing the cost. You saying, okay, I married this person. I might as well just go ahead and stick it out. Knowing the cost. Like you could lose it all. And I ain't talking about no money. Money can be, you can lose money today and get it back tomorrow. I'm talking about losing access to your family every day. That is what really be hurting men. You lose access to your family every day. And that stuff like money can't replace. So knowing the cost of your actions, I ain't talking about somebody where it's just like a bad relationship. I'm talking about like you did something to ruin the marriage. And now you learning the cost of your actions. So anyways, get up out of here, man. Peace out. Y'all stay prayed up and stay up. Peace out.